At 29, as you are, he's going to retire you.
Hey, it's part of the talk, right? Like I said, I've done this a million times. I've been in there, 9 of my last 10 fights have been against top 10 world-ranked fighters. I've been in championship fights. This is nothing new to me. So, I've had guys tell me they're going to knock me out before. I've had guys tell me they're going to end me before. I've said the same thing back to people. This is just the same old stuff, the same old trash talking. Amir, like I said, he's getting a little excited. This is his first foray into the big time. And
he is in the big time against the native New Yorker. Back live then to the Garden, to Duke McKenzie and to John Rawling.
Thank you very much, Jim. Paulie Malignaggi has just stepped into the ring and he's being given a huge ovation by the New York fans. Malignaggi, who lives in Brooklyn, just over the bridge. And a huge reception for him. And now we await the ring entrance of the WBA World Light Welterweight champion, Amir Khan. There he is, with his wily trainer, Freddie Roach, as ever, by his side. Amir just looked a little bit tense, I thought, at yesterday's weigh-in. Maybe a good sign. You need to be keyed up. Malignaggi, not a puncher, but we know he's a brave fighter. He once fought the bulk of a fight against Miguel Cotto for the WBO world title back in June 2006 with a broken jaw. Went the distance with Cotto when Cotto was absolutely in his prime. And he says that he is back in his best form. So he says, forget that fight against Ricky Hatton when he was trained by Buddy McGurts. The argument is that he was told to sit down on his punches for that fight,
of England,
and it didn't work. Now he's back to his elusive best.
King Khan!
The British debut of Amir Khan beckons. Boos and jeers from the predominantly Italian New York crowd, but there's a lot of fans also who've made their way across from Britain. I can see flags of the Union Jack. I can see the Pakistan flag flying as well. Flags of the United States and of Italy. That sort of occasion, and here comes Amir Khan. I was here at Madison Square Garden on December the 19th, 97, when Nazim Hamed had that wildly exciting American debut against Kevin Kelly. On that occasion, Lou DiBella was the head of HBO Boxing. Now he's the promoter who looks after Paulie Malignaggi, and he's the man in the other corner. And here's Amir Khan defending the title he won against Andreas Kotelnik. How well he's recovered from that 54-second defeat in September 2008 against Brady's Prescott. Khan, the taller man, reach advantage. Is he going to be able to win it? Here's Michael Buffer again.
Here in Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, USA. Golden Boy Promotions and DiBella Entertainment, in association with Khan Promotions, are proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by Tecate Cerveza con Carácter and sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission, Chairwoman Melvina Lathan, Director of Boxing Ralph Petrillo. At ringside, WBA Supervisor Michael Welsh. The three judges scoring, Glenn Feldman, Terry O'Connor, and Steve Weisfeld. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, in his 147th world title bout, referee Steve Smoger. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing leopard trunks and officially weighing in at 139 pounds, His professional record, 27 victories, including 5 knockouts, only 3 defeats. From Brooklyn, New York, the challenger, former junior welterweight champion of the world, Paulie, Magic Man Malignaggi. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing black with gold, official weight 139.5 pounds. This Olympic silver medalist from 2004 now has a professional record consisting of 22 victories, including 16 knockouts and only 1 defeat. From Bolton, Lancashire, England, the reigning, defending WBA super lightweight champion of the world, Amir King Khan.
All right, gentlemen, you were given your instructions in your respective dressing rooms. Please obey my commands, respect the bell, and above all, protect yourself at all times. Trunks are good. Touch them up. Touch. All right.
Steve Smoger, a vastly experienced referee. There's the rules. No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Can't be saved by the bell. Only the referee or doctor can stop the fight. Amir Khan had a spectacular title defense against Dimitri Salita. Had his man down on the floor inside about 10 seconds, so don't blink. Malignaggi's quick, he's a counter-puncher, fights well on the back foot. Is speed going to be the key? You would suspect so. Amir Khan's bound to be feeling some nerves in there, Duke. Just needs to find his way into the fight.
Make no mistake, he's nervous, Johnny. He's away from home. First real big test on American soil. Will want to impress. Malignaggi, the counter-puncher, the trash-talking, flash-talking New Yorker.
Malignaggi's been a pro since back in 2001. The older man, Khan saying that he's going to retire him. They've had battles of words on websites, on Twitter, as well as face-to-face. Now all the talking stops, and who's going to be able to deliver? Richard Schaefer, the big cheese of Golden Boy, has said that Amir Khan has got all the necessary ingredients to be a boxing superstar. Malignaggi, of course, says that's rubbish. Good left-hand lead from Khan, good hand speed.
Yeah, Khan just trying to establish the jab and the centre of the ring to try and take control from the early outset.
Looking as though he's the quicker. Of course, working with Freddie Roach, it's the defence as much as anything which has improved. This is the first fight under the Golden Boy banner. There's a right hand in there from Malignaggi, but Khan responded with a good, fast right-hand counter of his own.
But Malignaggi will not be able to beat Khan with his customary style on the back foot as a counter-puncher. He's going to have to show something completely different tonight.
Good shot again from Khan, right hand getting in over the top.
Khan's gift is his speed. Malignaggi throws 1, Khan throws 3.
Malignaggi, we know, is a really gutsy fighter, but he's been clipped several occasions in this opening 3 minutes by the right hand, but he comes back and throws a good little flurry of blows of his own. A great response, of course, from the predominantly American crowd. Steve Smoger was the referee when Paulie Malignaggi fought Miguel Cotto back in 2006. I was speaking to him earlier on, and he said, what a display of bravery that was from Malignaggi. Coming up to the closing seconds of the opening round, and Khan has started pretty well. So some of the action from a pretty fast opening round. There wasn't too much feeling each other out. Amir Khan and Paulie Malignaggi. Duke Mackenzie scoring that opening round to Amir Khan. But Malignaggi had his moments. He does throw punches from unusual angles, does Malignaggi, and he gets in with a right hand. And the one question mark as ever against Khan. He doesn't like to hear it, his fans don't like to hear it. But the one reservation always is his chin. And Malignaggi, not a big puncher, but if he clips him, remember what Willie Limon did.
Yeah, but Malignaggi though, John, you know, five knockouts in his whole career. He's not a puncher, strictly a counter puncher. Khan shouldn't be in any troubles in terms of that.
But he can't afford to get complacent. Those are good punches from Malignaggi.
Khan needs to bring his punches up instead of throwing them so straight. Throwing a lot of straight punches, Khan, as Malignaggi dips in, needs to whip in the uppercuts.
This, of course, the first fight for Khan away from the protective wing of the Frank Warren promotional group. And he's looking to make a big statement here in the United States, as Nazim Hamed did 13 years ago.
Nice jabs from Khan. Malignaggi, to his credit, you know, trying to stand his ground, trying to meet Khan in every department.
Freddie Roach said that he could get rid of this man inside 5 rounds. And we heard Barry McGuigan earlier on saying if it gets through the first 3, it could go the distance. Could be a long night for Khan.
No.
Well, that's not allowed. Shots around the back of the head coming in from Malignaggi. Khan holding on, and Malignaggi getting a ticking off from the referee.
Yeah, Malignaggi just trying to do whatever he can to take Khan out of his comfort zone. Those shots around the back of the head, he knows they're illegal, but he did it nonetheless. Referee's not going to throw him out immediately, not for that.
Malignaggi's fighting a pretty sound fight at the moment, Duke.
It's a good round for him. Khan just waiting just a little bit too much. And you just wonder, you know, Khan being away from home, how that's going to affect his mentality.
Some kidology in there from Malignaggi. Bit of showboating. He comes into this on the back of a really good win over Juan Diaz. Closing seconds of the second. And Khan, some of Khan's work just a little bit ragged.
Stay loose. Second down. Speed tails, remember that. Do not load up.
Close second round. Malignaggi certainly enjoyed his moments there. Khan just looking just a tiny bit tense and a little bit disorganised on occasion in that second round.
I gave that second round to Malignaggi.
Did you?
I thought his work was just that little bit better. Nice, cleaner punches. Khan's looks a little bit ragged in that round. Needs to regroup. What you touched on earlier, John, about wanting to impress. He's away from home. He's in the Big Apple. Wants to put on a good show and just can't quite find his range at this moment in time. That's what he needs to do, get the jab working. That's what he's got to establish.
Had the problems with the visa in the run-up to this, had to move away from his usual Los Angeles training base up to Vancouver for the better part of a couple of weeks before moving down here to New York. Of course, they said that that upset didn't affect him, but then, as somebody once rather famously said, they would say that, wouldn't they?
Obviously, you know, when you have visa problems, you know, I had exactly the same thing in my career coming for a fight in America. It does affect you. I don't care what Amir Khan says.
Sweet little left-hand counter in there from Malignaggi. Just caught Khan off balance for a moment. Malignaggi's giving Khan 1 or 2 problems. We're in the 3rd round.
Well, Khan,
12-rounder, of course.
Khan obviously not being afforded the luxury of being at home, isn't getting his punches on target as he would. You know, the crowd can lift you. We've seen that in recent fights. How the crowd lift you to fight better, harder even. But he's away from home, fighting with the same kind of intensity, not getting the same success. It's another even money round.
So far.
Punch out, Amir, punch out.
And again, a couple of punches from around the back from Malignaggi, getting away from it with it. Crowd warming to this one. Both fighters enjoying their moments. Technical sort of fight, this. Who's going to have the better boxing skills? Khan, of course, the Olympic silver medalist when he was just 17 years old, would always back himself in that department. But Malignaggi can be a real slippery customer.
Well, Malignaggi landed a beautiful hook in there. Just clipped Khan, took him off his game, knocked him off balance a little bit. Schmoger having a look at Khan there. I don't know what that was about.
Malignaggi, a former IBF world champion. And he's looking to carry the fight to Khan. Caught by a right uppercut as he came in close. Last few seconds of the third. Another intriguing sort of round. Amir Khan has got a cut on the left eyelid. Not too serious at this stage, and the left eye of Malignaggi damaged as well, you can see. Let's hope that cuts are not going to be a factor in this fight. Not too much to choose between them. Duke's got it 2-1 in Amir Khan's favour at this stage. Paulie Malignaggi with the home support. 2 American judges to 1 British, Terry O'Connor. It's the speedster Amir Khan against the counter-punching Malignaggi. You can see the marking around that left eyelid of Khan.
Well, they've said to Malignaggi, stay cool, stay calm, nice and loose. Because they know that Khan will be tense. Maybe they're figuring on Khan going tired in the second half of this fight.
You kind of think of Malignaggi as very much a part of the furniture here at Madison Square Garden. Not so, though. Only fought here on 2 occasions before, against Miguel Cotto and against Paul Delgado. Khan trying to get into range. He's finding trouble working Malignaggi out. And he's losing the initiative. Malignaggi starting to dominate at this stage of this round, but a lovely sweet counter from Amir Khan. Showboating from Malignaggi, saying, yeah, you caught me, but it didn't hurt me.
It's good work from Malignaggi. Khan pressuring, but not quite getting his punches on target again. Really keen, really eager, obviously. This is better from Khan. Good right hand. But Malignaggi not tucking his chin down, leaving that up in the air. Much more even money round for me this round, John.
They both had their moments. Last 10 seconds of the 4th round. And Khan finishes with a solid right hand. Malignaggi takes it well, though. Always had a good chin. Amir Khan caught Malignaggi with a lovely right uppercut, working off those ropes in that round. Again, a close round. Probably fractionally the greater volume of telling punches came from the champion Amir Khan. Malignaggi setting plenty of problems. We're in the 5th.
Yeah, Malignaggi's still trying to maintain his speed, still trying to maintain a snappy work rate. Khan just got a low blow there, didn't really like that, obviously.
Good left hand to the body from Amir Khan, solid shot. Malignaggi going down. No knockdown, says the referee, but there was a left hand to the body which got in there. Let's see whether it was a telling blow or not. That is a good shot. Good left hand from Khan. Khan looking to try and work the body of Malignaggi.
Yeah, Khan holding the centre of the ring. He's got piston-like punches, Khan, when he gets them on target. Nice lead hook. Khan trying to sit down on his punches, not jumping around, trying to conserve that energy.
He's got the knowledge, of course, now that he can go the 12 rounds if he has to, Amir Khan. Had to do it on more than one occasion, notably when he took the world title from Kotelnik. Malignaggi not able to hurt Khan so far.
Turn around, Amir. Turn around.
Referee telling Khan, turn around. You heard it quite clearly.
I just hope Khan can start getting his punches more on target. He needs that confidence. The longer the fight goes, Malignaggi can frustrate him. The crowd could turn on Khan.
Khan was a big favourite for this fight. 9-2 almost shorter in some places. Malignaggi, incidentally, trained at Amir Khan's gym before he fought Ricky Hatton.
That's it, way to get out.
He said in those days he got on pretty well. He could have fooled me at the weigh-in yesterday.
No love lost between these two. Not when there's a world championship on the line. But a nice bit of work there by Malignaggi. That's better from Khan.
Good right hand. Landed pretty flush. Malignaggi, though, always had that great chin and takes it well. There's no quitting that man. Amir Khan had his man down in that round, but it was from a push. There was a body shot went in there, but it was a push on the back of it. But looking at the way you've scored it so far, Duke, just the one round to Malignaggi, you've got Khan ahead on your scorecard. A little bit of problem with the binding around that left glove, which the referee has a look at. And now the action gets underway in the 6th round. 12 rounder for the WBA World Light Welterweight Championship. Amir Khan defending his title for the first time in the United States.
Well, you know, Khan afforded this luxury, which doesn't normally happen to fighters until a little later in their careers. But he wanted to come to America and make his statement.
He wants to look $1 million with shots like that. Good left hands. Good shots again, good quality jabs from Khan, doubling up beautifully on the punch.
Solid punches from Khan, and I think we've also got a little bit of crowd trouble. Crowd are getting a little bit excited in there, not liking what they're seeing probably.
Security taking a look at what's going on. Well back in, I think the trouble, such as it was, has been quelled for the time being. There's 2 sets of partisan supporters here. Let's hope that the event is not in some way going to be marred.
Khan landing some stinging, hurtful punches in this round.
Khan's boxing well. And Malignaggi, for all his speed and unusual angles, is being out-jabbed and is starting to be outgunned. It's better from Malignaggi. His corner going wild in support of that, as he landed a couple of times with the jab as well, but what a lovely riposte from Khan. From Khan, that's been a telling punch in this 6th round.
And Malignaggi never saw it coming. Such was the speed of that punch.
Malignaggi was bragging yesterday at the weigh-in that he would be the man with the speed, that he would be quicker than Khan. It hasn't looked that way the further this fight has unfolded. I thought Khan looked a bit tense early on, but he's really settling into his work now. Very definitely Amir Khan's round, this 6th.
Let's go, baby. Seconds out.
The Malignaggi corner's getting worried. They're imploring their man, there he is, that he's got to pick it up, because Amir Khan has just probably had his best round of the fight so far. It's a good jab from Malignaggi. Beat Khan to the punch. Crowd settled down now, I'm happy to report.
Yeah, Malignaggi needs something now to get his confidence back, because Khan's just been picking away at him for the last couple of rounds. I've given Khan the last 3 rounds now, but his last round was the most telling.
I'll give him the last 4, Duke. I've got Khan well in command. Both men marked up around their left eyes. It's a little bit of an air of desperation about the shouts coming out of the Malignaggi corner. It's better, though.
But Malignaggi simply can't get out of the way of the jab. He's not blocking the jab, and he's not trying to ride the jab.
Wanted to throw the right hand over the top, easier said than done.
Break, don't punch, don't punch. Step, step, step.
In the second half of the fight, Paulie Malignaggi, the proud New Yorker from Brooklyn, shipping punishing punches once again.
You know, it's not a hard-fought pace, but such is the intensity that surrounds the fight, it makes you tired.
Break, don't punch. Very good, very good, very good.
The world expects from Amir Khan, there's no doubt about that. So, you know, for my money, it's not a question of whether Khan wins.
Good shots. Really good, hurtful left-hand lead from Khan. And again.
It's how he wins. It's the fashion that he wins in.
Good jabs again from Khan. Malignaggi looks as though he's running out of ideas a little bit to me. Still feinting to throw punches, but more often than not, it's Khan who's getting through with fast combinations, and that right hand, again and again, hammering into the side of the head. Khan's going well now, at least that's the way that we're reading it at Madison Square Garden. Barry McGuigan watching in the studio, would you agree?
Absolutely, I think Khan is doing very well. He's showing growing maturity. He's physically stronger, he's fitter, and these are the rounds he's going to start to dominate. but he has to bring into consideration his body shots. He's got a double jab, back Malignaggi to the ropes, and whip in that left hook to the body. I think that'll pay real dividends. But he's dominating this fight. I have him 6 rounds ahead.
Okay? Round 8. Look at me. Round 8.
Well, I certainly wouldn't argue with that one. Khan, good left hand leads like that, and concussive right hands following up on the back. Into the 8th round, the 12-rounder, Amir Khan defending his WBA World Light Welterweight title at one of the great homes of boxing, Madison Square Garden. Barry's got him 6 rounds ahead. It could well be that the margin is as wide as that. Malignaggi, after a pretty bright start, had a good second round, close in the first as well. But the further the fight has gone, the more Khan looks as though he's relaxed and started to dominate. Defensively, he's looked pretty adept as well.
Malignaggi is just not busy enough. You know, he's getting beat to the punch by Khan. Good body shot there by Khan.
A lovely, fast combination. Sweet punches from Amir Khan.
No, and let's get it right. This is a world-class performer, is Malignaggi. And there's been a distance with Miguel Cotto, who's a really devastating puncher.
Stopped in 11 by Ricky Hatton. Now Khan would want to try and post a performance better than that. He'd love to get him out of there before then, I'm sure.
Yeah, Khan, for me now, just starting to dominate these rounds.
Really hurt Malignaggi yet, I don't think. Stunned him more than anything. It's better.
Khan now just looking to double up on that jab, because Malignaggi initially took the first jab and got out of the way of the second one, but now he can't get out of the way of the second jab. So Khan needs to follow that with the right hand.
Exclusively on the back foot, of course, Malignaggi, as he has been right the way through. But not too much coming back from the New Yorker now. He's being systematically picked apart by that quality left hand of Amir Khan.
He's getting ground down, John. Khan slowly but surely starting to grind him down. Hardly a lot coming back from Malignaggi now, because he's not getting any success. Can't get the jab off. Not landing his own combinations that he's trying to throw. Khan beating him in pretty much every quarter.
They're starting to out-muscle him and bully him around now as well. And you sense that there is a bit of a weariness now in the work of Malignaggi, not surprisingly. Another good round for Amir Khan. Malignaggi, the light puncher, fast, elusive man, very popular, a complete sellout at Madison Square Garden. As we approach the 9th round, and Amir Khan, a landslide, according to at least the way Duke McKenzie's seeing it. He is a long way in front, just that 1 round for Malignaggi, the second on Duke's card. Apart from that, he's got it a complete shutout. Amir Khan, the further the fight's gone, the more assured he's looked.
If you ring the bell and I call time for the dot, just call time.
Shah Amir's dad in the corner, looking pretty happy.
Time.
Now, what's happening here? Referee having a close look at Malignaggi. Fight's going to continue. But I think there were a few suggestions in the corner that Malignaggi might not have too much longer in this contest, I wonder. Doctor was having a look. And Amir Khan is picking him off pretty much at will. We're in the 9th round, it's a 12-rounder. Malignaggi's corner, I think, might want to see a bit more from their man to show that he's still got something to offer.
Well, Malignaggi might put everything into this round if the referees looks at him. If the corner is starting to get a little bit tetchy.
Good right hand again from Amir Khan.
He may well put everything into this round to try and convince himself he's still got a chance. However, I don't think he's got that much of a chance.
Khan, bulk of his work is aimed towards the head. Rogers' counters taken on the arms. That's a good lead from Khan. Lovely left-hand jab. His jab's been quality tonight, Duke.
Well, from about the 3rd round for me, John, once he found himself, once he settled down and started to find the target with it, it's been a very solid jab. And like you've just said, that's what's winning him this fight.
Referee watching Malignaggi very, very closely all the time.
There's been no variety from Malignaggi throughout the whole of this fight. He hasn't gambled. You know, we're in New York and this is where our dreams are made of, but looks like Malignaggi's dream's been shattered tonight.
Khan said he would retire him. Bit of pre-fight bravado in that, of course. But where Malignaggi goes from an emphatic points defeat here, if that's what transpires. There's one round the back of the head there from Malignaggi. Referee didn't see it. And say where he goes from that, it's hard to see. But how do you assess this performance of Amir Khan's? Remember the other men in the division waiting in the wings. He says he wants to clean up and be remembered as a great champion. WBO champion Tim Bradley, the man who beat Junior Witter. Devon Alexander, Don King's southpaw, WBC and IBF champion.
Well, it's more of a solid performance than a spectacular performance by Khan.
Well, it's another good round for Amir Khan.
You know what? That's a better round. You know why?
But they're happier.
Taking chances of stepping in on that sucker right now. Okay? You can't sit there and wait on him. You hear me, baby? Go in and eat him up. Step in your punches. You feel me? Don't hesitate at that, Paulie. Okay? I saw a little improvement in here. You can pull it. Zero in on that right hand on the ropes. And you can get that guy out of here. We need to get him out of here. You feel me?
You can say that again.
We need to get him out of here.
Yeah, surely a mile behind on this card. It's got to be.
Well, they know that's a very desperate trainer in there right now, trying to pump his charge up. But watch these shots from Khan. Look at the right hand. Couldn't miss him, because Malignaggi's had no defence all night long.
Amir. 10th round. Amir Khan is firmly in control and looking as though he's on course to retaining his world title. Malignaggi's been told by his corner he's got to step on him and he's got to find a way of stopping him.
But Malignaggi doesn't knock anybody out, so you know those words are on a wing and a prayer. Khan looking really pleased with himself at the end of that round, knowing now that he's got all of these rounds in the bank. I think he'll go looking for the knockout.
I'm sure those other champions, Tim Bradley, Devon Alexander, mandatory challenger Marcus Maidana, they're going to be sitting watching somewhere and thinking, I wonder if we can take Amir Khan. Can we do more than Paulie Malignaggi's done? Good right hand again from Khan. It's been a really telling shot right the way through this fight. A fight where he has, for the most part, outspeeded the speedster, but he's not done it with body shots. A lot of Malignaggi was beaten up by Ricky Hatton, by quality shots to the body. Is Khan headhunted too much?
Oh, I wouldn't say he's headhunted too much. That's where he's found a lot of success. And it's been a good performance by Khan. Again, I don't think it's been spectacular. You know, he's winning these rounds and he's winning the fight. He's going to keep his championship, no question. You know, Malignaggi can stick his tongue out all he wants. He's not winning these rounds.
Push off him, man. Push off.
Referee quick to halt Malignaggi as he showed that he might be about to rein in put in a bit of an attack on the rear of Amir Khan.
Well, again, you know, all the trash talk that Malignaggi done before the fight, it has backfired on him. You know, he talks cheap. You can talk all you want, but when the bell goes, your corner take a step back, you take a step forward, and that's what he's had to do, and this is why he's come unstuck.
Pretty mature performance from Amir Khan. 23 years old now. Come a long way since that pro debut against David Bailey.
Referee taking a good look at Malignaggi. Steve Smoger.
He's right in command, Amir Khan. So 10 rounds completed at Madison Square Garden. And they're going up and having another look at Paulie Malignaggi. How much more has he got to give?
Yeah. Okay, listen to me.
They're asking him if he's okay to continue.
Deep breath.
The doctor's taking a look as well.
Look at me. Look at me. You feeling good? Deep breath. Look at me right here. Okay, step in, stop going backwards. Stop going backwards.
The doctor's happy.
Okay, stiff the shit and go inside. Put some water on his head.
6 minutes.
Okay?
The thing is, Malignaggi is predominantly a back foot fighter. He's a counter puncher. And his corner now saying to him, you know, stop going back. So that takes him into the lion's den. So he can't outfight Khan. And there's a lot of concern in that corner.
They're having a close look at Malignaggi. It may be that he's going to be pulled out here. He's pleading to be allowed to continue. And I think he is being allowed to fight on. Some of the language was getting a bit animated in the corner. And our apologies if you were offended by that. The doctor can stop the fight, according to WBA rules. Here we are in the 11th. It was in the 11th that the towel came in against Ricky Hatton. Amir Khan, my card, he's not lost a round since. You could argue that Malignaggi won the second, as Duke did, but since then, it's just been Khan all the way.
Malignaggi's won nothing. Khan hasn't allowed him to. Khan as confident as ever, prepared to meet Malignaggi in any quarter that he wants. Khan would love to get a stoppage.
And good solid left-hand lead from Khan. That jab has been absolutely the key to his success tonight.
Malignaggi simply cannot get out of the way of these piston-like jabs.
And that left hook.
Looking really sorry for himself now, John. I think this one's going to get stopped.
It's all over, I think. It's all over right here. It's been stopped here in the 11th round. Brave, battered, bemused as ever, Malignaggi gave of his very best. But on his American debut, Amir Khan has retained his title. And the further the fight went, the better he boxed. And Malignaggi comes across, gives his congratulations, and Amir Khan is still WBA champion of the world. Words from the referee, who did a pretty good job as well. Now the trash talking's finished now. Respect between the two. I think they'll be mates in years to come. You can see that, can't you?
Yes, there's mutual respect. Obviously, Malignaggi did a lot of trash talking, but you know, he couldn't back it up. Came up against the good Amir tonight. As I said before, very solid performance by Khan. Not spectacular, but well deserved.
We'll have our interviews before too long. Amir Khan hopefully will be joining us at ringside as well to review the fight in some detail. Shah, Amir's dad, lovely fella he is, saying well done to Paulie Malignaggi for a brave, brave attempt. He gave everything, but the ammunition, the power, and indeed the speed lay with Amir Khan. Here's how it came at the end.
Well, it was the jab again. You know, as I said before, it's been a very solid jab by Khan. Piston-like punches. Steve Smogler took a good look at Malignaggi from the round previous. Knew he didn't have a lot left, but allowed him to continue. And it was really, the writing was on the wall from that point.
Good piece of refereeing. Could have been finished before, arguably. They let him come out for that 11th round. I think the doctor thought very much about stopping it before that 11th round began. But he's a happy boy, and rightly so. And here's confirmation.
Steve Smogler steps in and calls a halt to the bout. The official time, 1 minute, 25 seconds of round number 11. The winner by TKO victory, and still WBA Super Lightweight Champion of the World from Bolton, Lancashire, England, Amir King Khan.
There's a happy young fella, 23 years old now, Amir Khan. Perhaps he hasn't quite got the MTV appeal of Nazim Hamed as yet. It may be that he will get that sort of adulation before too long. That was an impressive win, Duke. You've got to say.
It's a good win. You know, I'm not knocking that. It is a good win. He's come to America. He's away from home as a defending world champion. He stopped his opponent in Paulie Malignaggi. That's impressive in itself. I like what I've seen tonight from Khan. Obviously, he's going to get better because he's 23 years old, still developing.
The caveat is that Malignaggi was hand-picked as somebody who doesn't bang.
He's not a puncher. So, you know, I mean, all roads led to Khan tonight. There are bigger tests out there. You've got Devon Alexander, you've got Timothy Bradley, you've got Medina. There's a whole host of fighters in this weight division, which makes it very, very sexy. The future looks bright for Khan.
Well, we'll be going into the ring in a moment to hear from the fighters.
Congratulations on a tremendous display of boxing.
Here we go.
How
this
are you
is
so easily able to
now
outbox a very good boxer like Paulie Malignaggi?
You know, no disrespect to Paulie. You know, Paulie's a great fighter. I just want to say thank you, you know, for inviting me in New York. All the fans were brilliant. But yeah, you know, me and Freddie stuck to the game plan. We stuck to instructions all the way. We know Paulie's a very awkward fighter. You know, he's a great boxer. He's good at moving, but we had to break him down slowly. You know, we didn't want to go in there and run and try knocking him out because we would have got caught with shots. So we had to use our brains, break him down slowly, and, you know, 11th round coming. I knew in the last few rounds I was hurting him. From round 9, I know I was hurting him, and then all I had to do is put the pressure on him.
From the very first round, you were outboxing him from long range, which is not something we're used to seeing happen to Malignaggi. How were you able to do that?
You know, I've got speed, power, and I'm using my speed and my boxing skills, and also the jab. You know, I got a great jab. Me and Freddie have been working on that jab for such a long time, and, you know, it worked for me. Everything was coming after the jab.
Your defense also was quite good. He found it difficult to land much against you, although there are some signs of some shots that he did land against you. What was the defensive strategy?
You know, boxing is a sport. You know, you're going to go in the shower, you're going to get wet. You know, you're going to go in a boxing ring, you're going to get hit. You know, Paulie's a very awkward fighter. He would catch me with shots when I was coming in. I had to do a lot of feints, so I had to break him down. I could see, you know, Paulie watched a lot of videos of mine, and he knew exactly what I was going to do. So every time I was going into the corner, Freddie was just, you know, telling me what to do and just telling me the right instructions, and I followed them.
Okay, congratulations on a successful American debut. This is a very deep and good 140-pound division. A fighter that's been talked about with you is Marcos Maidana, tremendous puncher. What do you think about fighting Maidana?
You know, he's a great fighter, but, you know, we know how to beat Maidana. I know I can beat Maidana, and, you know, if he wants to fight me, you know, tell him to get in the line. I'd love to fight him next. And, you know, I've put a statement today, and if Maidana wants to fight me, let's have it next.
Because of your size and your star potential, and you're already your very bright star in England, the question as to how long you will remain at 140 pounds comes up from time to time. Will you stay in the division long enough to fight either Tim Bradley or Devin Alexander or whoever emerges from that group?
You know, definitely. You know, everyone's talking about Amir Khan fighting these big names. And by the way, you know, I am making 140 pounds easy. My strength conditioner, Alex Ruiz, is doing a great job with me. I feel strong. I'm a big 140 fighter. You know, a lot of people put the pressure on me. Why don't you fight Maidana? You know, I'd fight Maidana next. Let Timothy Bradley fight Alexander. The winner of them, us guys, will face in the final, you know. So it's like having a semi-final. Me, Maidana, Alexandra versus Timothy Bradley. You know, let's do it.
So you're not leaving 140 until business is settled?
I ain't going to leave 140 pounds until I unify the title. You know, till I'm #1, I'm not going to leave this division.
That's what we wanted to hear. Thanks so much, Amir. Tremendous performance. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, those were very popular words from Amir Khan. There was instantly a cheer from the crowd as soon as he said that, Duke. That was being played on the loudspeakers. Everybody was hearing it.
We've seen you beaten by
Get your reaction
fighters.
in a minute. Let's hear from Paulie Malignaggi.
We've never seen you outboxed in the middle of the ring. What happened?
Man, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'm getting old or what, man. I mean, I'm 29. I didn't feel old. I had a great camp. You know, Amir just came and fought a very good fight. You know, very busy, a lot of angles. Kept changing distance. You know, that was the plan for me. But Amir was quicker. It's funny because, you know, when I turned pro, I had a similar style to Amir. You know, and as I got older and I hurt my hands, I started slowing it down and trying to pick my shots more. And I ran into like a clone of myself from when I was younger, but maybe even stronger and bigger and faster. You know, and. You know, he was very busy. You know, I couldn't keep up with him, I guess. I couldn't get the distance right.
Early in the fight, after the third round, Harold Lederman pointed out that you weren't bouncing around on your legs. And it occurred to us, you didn't really bounce around too much against Diaz in the rematch either. Are your legs not there anymore?
I feel like they are. I mean, I haven't been through a lot of wars, have I? I mean, I've been through some tough fights, but I don't know if as you get older, you know, you start to not dance around as more. I mean, even great fighters like Mayweather and Whitaker, as they got older, were more planted, but they were slicker, I guess, than I was tonight, you know? They are slicker than I was tonight, you know? As you get older, you know, I guess you just automatically stop using your legs as much and try to really cut off the ring and just box from the distance, you know? But Amir's younger. He just had that youthful enthusiasm, and he stayed busy. He wanted it, and I give him a lot of credit.
And we give you a lot of credit, Paulie. You always give the 100% effort. Congratulations on a tremendous effort. And there's certainly no quit in you. We're glad it stopped when it was. Thanks, Paulie.
Hey, man, thanks to HBO for having me on, man. I gave it a shot, you know? Like I said, you guys got a great fight. I think you guys got a great junior welterweight tournament coming up. I look forward to watching it myself.
Thanks.
Paulie